Welcome back to Charmless' Strat book. Today, we're going to be looking at the B Exec. Nice and easy. Player 1, you're going to be the entry fragger of this execute. Your first goal is to knife this television. You should stand right in front of it and either right or left click. I don't know if this works on 64-tick servers, but you should figure out a different way if you're on the matchmaking servers. You're going to walk when it's the beginning of the stairs and hold out the molly. Wait for any pushes and just kind of holding this angle. You're getting ready to be aggressive in apps. So as that molly fades, you're going to kind of peek out, make sure no one's pushing. Try and get as close as you possibly can to this wall. When the execute is called, you're going to throw a molly towards van, and then you're going to throw this flash off this wall. You can do it in the smoke or not, but let's look at how that looks whenever you don't have smoke there. So if you're doing this without the smoke there, you're going to throw a molly towards van off that back wall, make sure it goes there, and then you're going to aim at this little dot here and just left click throw. It's going to pop out, blind everyone as you run out. Easy. Back to the smoke. You're going to pop out this window, that's very important, and then just clear all of sight. Everywhere else should be smoked, and just make sure you trade out anywhere. You might just insta-die, but that's your role. Get it done. All you have to do is clear all the angles and get into after plant. Easy. Player 2, you're going to be the second fragger here. You're going to get into this little corner here, aim at this little pull out, and smoke top mid. This kind of throw them off the B rush scent, and also going to help your lurker as they throw their other smokes. You're going to run to the B apps. Make sure you knife this TV. You can look at player 1's POV to be able to understand how that works. Walk to the beginning of the stairs. Push behind your first player. Hold any sort of apps aggression. Make sure you trade him if he dies. Then you're going to line up a molly, especially if the smoke's not there, towards bench. If you can't throw this molly, it's not the worst case in the world. Your main goal is to just trade your entry fragger. There's two ways you can do that. You can either jump out window with him, which is easier as long as there's no one sitting on the end of apps, or you could go at the end of the apps like I'm going to show here. It's up to you. Clear out that angle, make sure you trade your first player, and just get the B site. Make sure you don't open your buy menu in the middle of this thing. Jump out, just make sure you get the kills. After this, it should be pretty easy. After plant. So let's look at how they throw those mollies. So without the smoke, you're just going to aim right there and just kind of left click throw it. You should molly up all of bench. Your job's pretty easy. Just make sure you trade your first player and you're going to take over player 1's role in case he dies. Player 3, you're going to be throwing some smokes in this game. You're going to be running up here, walking to the beginning of the stairs like everyone else, and you're going to hold underpass. The main goal is to make sure no one's pushing your underpass, because that's the main reason that you lose this round. Make sure no one gets aggressive towards here, and just hold that until they start calling for the execute, after all the utility's gone. You're going to line up on the right side of this window here. Aim in between these two poles, right in the center. And then it's just going to be an easy left click throw. Bang. Then you're going to be the third man in, so you're going to flash over top. And then just rush through and trade either your first or second player. You're going to be carrying the bomb in this situation. So make sure you get the plant down. Try and plant for apps, because you're going to be having a player stay in apps. Just clear out anybody coming in, or stop any rotates. Player 4. You're probably going to be the opper, and you're going to be the most safe player. You're going to have that smoke and 2 flashes. You're going to line up the window smoke. You're going to kind of hold underpass as well. Make sure you trade out the first player in case he dies. Kind of at a passive angle here. You're going to get into this corner here. Aim right at the top of this building, and then just jump throw. It's going to smoke off window. Throw. Then as soon as your first player throws a flash, after that you throw a flash as well, and then throw a later flash here. Those are kind of loosey, it's up to you. Just make sure they get over the wall and they flash your teammates. Then you're going to hold in apps. You're going to make sure you don't over push, overextend, because you're the after plant god here. Should be pretty easy. Make sure you hold behind you as well for any sort of rotate into apps. It's mainly important that you just stay alive here. Player 5 is going to be your lurker position here. So they're going to first run out and go to mid. There should be a top mid smoke for you. Hopefully you throw a flash or 2. Just kind of throw some utility towards mid to make sure they don't just instantly rotate once they push their A main. But don't overcommit. If you die here, the whole thing's screwed. You're going to jump back onto these boxes when the execute starts getting called. You're going to get into this corner of this wood piece here and aim right here. It's pretty exact. This is only we're going to work on 128 tick. Aim at the right on the bottom of that paint chip. Jump throw. Then you're going to be the lurker. You're going to be trying to catch any rotations coming through mid. So play it slow, play it smart, but make sure you get some impact. You just catch anyone coming through cat, and you can flank through cat as well, getting to the site. There's a couple options here. You can run up in the window, go behind a market. You have a lot of free reign in this position, but it also means that you need to have a lot of impact and win your duels. And then just play the afterplay. You know how to do that. Nice and easy. You can even, if you're coming through a market, just make sure you flank everybody and just kill the lurkers. Should be easy. So that's the B execute. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. Just make sure everyone throws their smokes and understands what their job is. Now you can add a lot of things to this strat. You can add more flashes, you can add specific mollies, but the main goal is to go fast once the smokes are thrown and once you get the space. It doesn't matter if the first or second player dies. Other people can take those positions. Just make sure the smokes get thrown and you get in there before the rotate comes in.